What's up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. If you're entirely new to the channel and this is the first video you're seeing, we are in the middle of restoring the underside of an Evo 9. We got a lot of work done so far. We got everything out from under the car. We spent the whole video, grinding it and sanding, whatever you want to call it, getting the undercoating and stuff off of the underside of the car. And we got a lot of work done, but we still needed to do quite a bit. So I've been working on it quite a bit over the last few days off camera, and got a lot done to it, so I'm excited about that. But still a lot of work to do. We got some grinding to do in some tight places, but we should take care of that today. And I want to get the drive shaft and all that stuff off of there, the heat shields and everything, so we can have all the stuff under the car out, and I can begin to prep to coat and spray and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of work to do still. Let's get busy. I'll show you the underside of the car, and we can get to it. Alright, so before I show you the underside of the car, I do realize that this could be considered kind of excessive, a lot excessive actually in some spots, but I have found some spots of rust and things that I didn't know were there because it was under the OEM coating and stuff. So it's excessive, it's a lot of work, but I figure I'm here, the car's stripped down, I might as well do everything I can, and I'm glad I'm doing it that way because, like I said, I did find some spots I didn't know was there. So we're trying to take care of it all, make it look nice, new and fresh. So yeah, here's the underside of the car. Alright, so we got bare metal down to everywhere through here, up to where the gas tank is. This area right here where the gas tank was not all that bad, so didn't have to do a whole lot there, but up along the where the mounts and stuff are was actually surprisingly bad. But we are taking care of that. We got this one here to finish today on this side, and this one here, and through this little area right here. But that shouldn't be too hard to do. But we did get all the way down, except for these spots right here. Got to take care of that, but we got all the coating off on the underside here, on both sides. I'm really happy about that. We're rolling around in tons and tons of dust. I'm not sure if you can tell how much it is, but it's a friggin' mess. But getting the drive line off will also open up access to get to this little spot up in here, and some other little things, heat shields and whatnot. So we'll get that out and then be able to work on all that stuff as well. But yeah, as you can see, we've been doing some grinding. Now let's, I think I want to get the drive line off first. So let's go ahead and drain the transfer case. I've been kind of dreading doing that, but let's go ahead and drain that, and then we'll get the drive line out, and then we should be able to get to it. Alright, so we got the downpipe right here. Probably going to have to remove this here soon, but for right now we're going to leave it right here. Here's the transfer case. We got the drain plug right there. That is a 24 millimeter, so we'll take that thing out, drain the fluids, and then we can pull out the drive line right here. It should slide right out from everything I've seen, so yeah, let's drain that, pull this baby out, and then we can get this thing out of here. Alright, got that drained, as you can tell. Sorry this is like so like in your face, but like there's only so much space under here. But next up we gotta take out the carrier bearing bolts right there and down there. And then the drive shaft should kind of like lower down, and then we should be able to pull it out. So let's get these carrier bearing bolts off of here, and hopefully that goes smooth. And if you're curious, all this like spiderweb looking stuff is actually the undercoating. That stuff that just like, it just sprays off like crazy. It gets like sticky and all that, so that's what all the strings are. Okay, so that came out way easier than I ever anticipated. I've seen some dudes just like slide it right out, but it took little to no force. Like it does literally just slide right out. Very easy. Got it down. I put some blue tape on top of that one thing just to keep myself aware of like how it was oriented. Not sure if it matters, but I want to mark it just because to be safe. But yeah, let's get the driveline out of the garage now. I want to clean this thing up too quite a bit. I'm not going to grind it or sand it or nothing like that, but I am going to like scrape off some of the rust and some of the like the chipped paint and everything, and I'll probably just rattle can it just to make it look a little better. But yeah, that I was actually stressed out about that, probably more than I should have been. But yeah, I have never pulled like a driveline out of anything, so having this on the ground right now is both nerve-wracking and I feel kind of accomplished. But first, before we get it out of there, I do want to take some towels, some shop towels, and kind of plug up the inlet there for the transfer case. And I want to plug up my my downpipe as well, because I haven't plugged that up yet, and I'm starting to throw a lot of dust and debris up in this direction now with the grinding and sanding. So I want to block all that off, and I want to block off the brake lines right there as well. Kind of keep those from getting some dust and debris in there. So we'll do that next. But yeah, exciting. All right, we got the heat shield off that was on the body there. We got everything plugged up there. So I guess it's time to get back to grinding, you know. One of my favorite tasks so far on the car. But yeah, we gotta take care of a little bit on that side over there, but it shouldn't take that much. And then there's a lot of like oil and stuff up above where the drive shaft was. So I'm kind of like trying to debate whether or not I'm gonna like clean that out with like a hose. I need to do it, but I don't know if I want to spray it with water or I want to just spray it with degreaser and then use a rag and wipe it out. Still debating that because there is some bare metal and I don't want to spray it with water, but it shouldn't hurt it. I'm going to be spraying it within the next few days, so as long as I dry it off, I think it should be fine. Or I could be overthinking it, which I do that a lot. So anyway, back to grinding. For as cheap as it was, this little suit has came in super handy. It has definitely kept me from being completely covered with just junk. So it does get a little hot, but it's worth it. All right, so I think I have it where I want it. I say that kind of cautiously because I do know there are a couple spots that I want to hit before I prime it, but it's just some small stuff. But I think I'm going to call the grinding and sanding done on this thing. I think I got pretty far. I think we got all we can, except for those little small spots like I was talking about, but I don't think that'll be a big deal. So I'm going to do that before I prime it probably, but I do want to spray. I decided this oil up in here, it's just bothering me too much. I'm going to spray some soap in there and some degreaser in there and try to spray it out best I can. I don't think a rag is going to do it how it needs to be done. I don't want to spray over it, obviously, with the primer and stuff. And so, yeah, I'm going to try to spray it out best I can with water and dry off the undercarriage. And we'll dry the undercarriage and all that stuff, but I do want to spray it now because I want the water to dry up and be done and dried whenever I go to spray the primer and the coating, because obviously I don't want the water to be trapped under there. So yeah, I wish I could like take a rag and wipe it out, but I can't. It's like, it's kind of hard almost. I'm assuming from the last owner when the engine blew, it just blew oil everywhere, and that and mixed with the road grime and all that stuff, it's just like, it's got like a hard top to it and it's hard to like wipe off. So I think it needs to be sprayed, so we're going to do that, try to take care of it the best we can, and go from there. So we'll do that, but first I want to take out this plastic again. I'm going to cut it around the edges and pull it up out of here because there is just so much crap in the floor right now that I can hardly roll my little crawler that I'm on to kind of move around in here. So need this cleaned up, sprayed out, so we'll do it all at the same time. So let's get to cutting the plastic up and we'll move along. And I'm not kidding about the cart. Do you see that? Do you see how much is on there? That's on every wheel, and it makes it surprisingly difficult to roll around in here. So, all right, we got all the plastic cut up and out of the way. I am not going to spray it right now. I didn't realize how late it was getting, and it's still getting pretty cold here in the evenings, and so I don't want to spray the water on there just yet with it being that cold at night. I mean, we're down into the 30s, so it's supposed to be warmer over the next few days because we had a, what is it, third winter? And so the temperatures should be getting warmer here in the next few days as it warms back up. But yeah, I think for now, I think I'm going to end this one off here. We got a lot done today. I'm very excited to have the drive line out. I'm very excited to be done with the grinding for the most part. Like I said, there are like 5 or 6 spots that I want to hit one more time just to make sure, because OCD. So I am ready to move forward with this thing. I'm ready to prime it and coat it and see how good it looks. And I did get notification that my differential should be back tomorrow, so that is super awesome. So that means that we are on the verge of starting to put things back on this car, and as I said a couple videos ago, the finished product should begin to take shape, and I am more than ready for it, more than excited for it, and hope you guys are too. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it very much, as always. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the process, the progress. If you guys have any comments or questions, drop those down there as well. I'll be glad to help much as I can, chat, whatever. And while you're down there doing all that stuff, don't forget to do all the other YouTube things. You guys know how it goes here. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.